Hey y'all, how are you doing? I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. It's me, Kim, and I'm back for a newsletter exclusive podcast. If you're encountering this podcast anywhere other than the newsletter, head on over to kimberlynicolefoster.co. That is where I add all of my extra thoughts and links. What's on my mind today? I've been hesitant to address this for a minute, but because the trial has started, sisters, we might need to come to terms with the fact that Rihanna procreated with a Dusty. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave it up to y'all, okay? I'm going to put a poll down below. Did Rihanna procreate with the Dusty, yes or no? We understand that A$AP Rocky is a multimillionaire. He is currently on trial for allegedly shooting a friend in 2021. His defense is he didn't shoot the friend or former friend. He was setting off a flare to stop the confrontation. What regular person randomly has a flare in their pocket that they're going to shoot in the middle of their friends fighting? It doesn't make sense. We'll see if it works. He has turned down a plea deal that would have gotten him 180 days in prison. If he is convicted, he could face up to 24 years in prison. I tried to turn a blind eye to it because I am a millennial Rihanna fangirl. I say all the time, I think Rihanna has the best ear in pop music. Even think about how Breaking Dishes from Good Girl Gone Bad is back on the chart. Rihanna has not released an album in almost a decade, and she still has new global charting singles. She's still very near the top of Billboard's all-time #1 hit makers. Incredibly influential in fashion, in beauty. She's still selling that cheap old Savage Fenty lingerie, but we like it because she completely usurped the Victoria's Secret fashion show's place in culture. When it comes to the most influential aesthetes in pop culture, I put Solange up there. Rihanna is the most influential aesthete in popular culture. And that's not just in the United States, it's globally. In fact, yesterday I was doing some research about something else and I read about how influential Fenty has been on beauty culture in India, of all places. Anyways, unfortunately, our girl has dated a man who has a penchant for trouble. This is not the first time that he has been arrested. He was arrested before in 2019. That was the time when he was in the Swedish prison, and he has had a few other run-ins with the law, including one thing from 2013 where he allegedly slapped a woman at a music festival and she sued him and then they settled the case. So there's the violent stuff, but there is also the cultural stuff. Many of us do remember back in 2013 when he said dark-skinned women should not wear red lipstick in an interview. I'm going to go ahead and read the quote. This is with the couverture. The red lipstick thing, I'm just being for real. You have to be fair-skinned to get away with that. Which is a ridiculous anti-Black misogynistic thing to say. We might even call it misogynoiristic thing to say. I'm the queen of a red lipstick. It just demonstrates where his head was at. Now, he did come back and apologize. I'll read part of the apology. This is a statement from an interview he did with DC radio station 93.9 WKYS FM. I'm sorry if it hurt any dark-skinned girls' feelings. Black girls just, aw man, went crazy, he continued. They just took it how they took it. This is actually my second time talking about it because I really don't look at it as an issue. If people get upset at that, I think it's petty at the same time. It's like they damn near want to Rick Ross boycott me right now over some lipstick controversy. Black girls, you know how sensitive they are, but they're our sisters. Sorry, my brain glitched because of the way that this is written. But they are sisters. I wanted to add, they are our sisters. But they are sisters, man. It is what it is, man. I come from a Black home, so I know how sensitive Black women can be. Especially when you talking about they looks or something like that. You can't say nothing about they glasses, they nails, none of that. Because then you're a womanizer or you're a racist. A womanizer? That word doesn't fit there. I don't know how I'm going to be racist. I have to wake up and look at my Black ass in the mirror every day. It's like, what are you talking about? But it is what it is, man. I'm proud to be Black. Now, this transcription of the interview does come from BET.com. It was published on May 3rd, 2013. So there's that. I'm not sure if he's addressed it since then. I didn't see anything, but if I missed it, y'all let me know. That was 11 and a half years ago. People can certainly learn and grow. But we got to come back to the central question. A little bit of a hothead or a temper is one thing. Honestly, men fighting is generally none of my business. But hothead, temper, poor judgment, from my vantage point, there is some underlying misogyny and anti-Blackness there. And finally, we gotta go back to the vanity of it all, the narcissism of it all. I do not like men who lean into the pretty boy thing. I don't think it serves women at all to cater to that, to play it up, to feed into it. And Rihanna feeds into it all the time. You know, one of my deeply held beliefs is men cannot be the bad bitches in the relationship. That is A$AP Rocky. There was a spread in, I believe it was W Magazine, where it was A$AP Rocky through the eyes of Rihanna. And it was Rihanna taking the pictures, adoring him, and basically pedestalizing him via her gaze, via the photographs. And I guess it was sweet if that's what you're into, but I just thought, #men cannot be the bad bitches. And what we don't love to talk about is the overcompensation that often happens when women are the breadwinners in relationships. I think Rihanna does that. I think she really loves A$AP Rocky. They've been going back and forth for over a decade. I remember Rihanna in the Fashion Killer video and alluding to him for all these years. It's not an aspirational dynamic for me. Love Rihanna down with her wealth hoarding self, but it's has always raised an eyebrow, and now we're in the middle of this trial thing. You're a billionaire. You're a Black woman, third world billionaire. Okay, you have ascended the highest heights. You have beat every single odd and obstacle, and now you are linked to a man who could very well be a felon and who also has all of this other stuff on his rap sheet and in his reputation. Ladies, this is an arena where biology paired with social pressure is kicking our asses. The men stuff, we're never going to get free.